Hey, what's going on? If you've just had a website built for you, you might have come across the word Google Search Console, or your web developer or someone might have said, hey, you have to get your website on that because it helps with SEO efforts and all that stuff. And if you're not exactly sure what that is, I just want to quickly show you and give you some explanations as I log into the dashboard, just so you get an idea of how it can be helpful for you. It's a free tool. It's really cool. Well, it's not really cool. It's just sort of like, it's good information that can help you. So let's go ahead and look at it. So what you do is, if you've had a website built for you, you can ask your developer, but you can just log in by just, as long as you have a Google account, you start now. It'll ask you some questions, and eventually you can just add a property, which is like your domain. So I have some of my clients, typically this is something that I do for mine, and there's a brand new site that we're launching called creativebusiness.pro. And with that, we need to add it to Google Search Console. So what is it exactly? Well, Google, in terms of trying to get your website to rank for as people are typing in things or searches, it's just another way to help Google say, hey, these are all the pages that I have, and can you give me some information about how they're doing? And so how do we do that? Well, when you add a property to Google Search Console, you'll get this, and it'll be like, okay, here you go, you're ready to go. And it's like, it's kind of, everything is blank. But what you do is, you eventually will go here to sitemaps, and you'll enter your sitemap. So this is, let's say, this is the business. So this is the website that was just built, and this is where you can find the sitemap. And for most websites, this is typically how you do it. You usually just put the main domain / sitemap.xml, and that's how you can find it. And what you do is you'll just enter it here, submit, and something will happen. It'll be like, okay, you've successfully submitted it, and you'll be notified if something goes wrong in the future and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. All right, so you see this is important, that there's a success, it's discovered pages, and what you do is, what you have done is you've kind of told Google, well, not kind of, but you've actually told Google, hey, these are all the pages of my website, and I want to make sure that you see them all. So here you can see, like, there's a blog, how to engage with a dream client. Here's, let's see, here's like the contact page, the speaking page. You see, like, all these things, you're just trying to re-emphasize or reinforce to Google that, hey, I want to make sure that you know all of my pages, not just a select few that I've been working on. And so that's a way that you can do it. So, okay, cool. So what do you do next? So the thing is when you just start, you'll have an empty dashboard. It'll just look like this, and it'll take a few days before you start seeing some stuff. And so you just have to wait. See, even here it says processing data, check in a day or so. So let me I'll bring on a website of, let's say, well, just do one of my clients. Now here's where it starts getting interesting as you collect data over time. And here you can see, like, you know, how many clicks are coming to your website. So that's cool. So what I typically do is I'll go to full report, and you can see quickly down here, queries of, you know, what's interesting for the client's business, and clicks. You can see how many clicks, how many impressions. Well, this is what also becomes really interesting, is if you say, hey, I want to know my average position and queries. What you can then do is you can start seeing, if you organize or filter these, you can start seeing what your ranking, where your position is. So for number one, you can see, like, hey, if someone types in the company's name, my position is number one. So that's really important. If someone types in my name, so the name of the chiropractor, I'm also popping up as number one. As you blog and as you do marketing, you know, it's like, what should I be writing about? A general idea with SEO content and just writing is you try to write a bunch of different articles, various types of articles, and based off of what, let's say, attracts people or gets people's attention, you try to double down in that direction. So what you can eventually see is, hey, you know what? Why are my glutes not firing? Sound sensitivity, ADHD. There's a good position, and that's kind of interesting, but it's not really bringing so many clicks. So then you kind of say to yourself, oh, is it worth spending more time there? But you will find something where, oh, ADHD posture, I'm actually getting a good amount of clicks there. So it might be interesting for this client, so it's a chiropractor, to double down in that direction and just write more about that. And what we've seen is that you kind of do this thing where you, if you're able to, you try to write about various different topics that you think your clients are what's relevant to your clients, and eventually things will pop up. And then from there, then you start getting a sense of, okay, we're getting some traction this way, then let's go in that direction. And so that's where this tool becomes really helpful. Also, in things where it can become helpful is spotting. It will give you some errors. It will let you know, some of your pages aren't working, or something is messed up in the pages. So then you can check, and then when that works out, then you can just fix it. And you can this idea of Google Search Console is you're submitting a sitemap. But you can also say, hey, I fixed the URL, something that was broken on a certain page. I just want to let you know that it's fixed. And so you can do it. You can do it with this tool. All right. So with that, I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to help you out. All right. Wish you a great day. Bye-bye.